Gervonta Davis is back in the headlines after his impressive victory over Frank Martin. However, this time it's not his fighting talent that's making news. His recent appearance at a renowned hotel initially seemed like just another celebrity sighting, but what followed was far from ordinary. Reports suggest that Davis recently got into a heated altercation with his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather. The fallout between these two prominent figures in boxing has become a topic of great interest. The tension between Mayweather and Davis has been building for some time, with sources pointing to disagreements about Davis's career path. Davis, known for his knockout power and exceptional ring skills, has always aimed to prove himself against the toughest opponents. Yet, he felt that Mayweather was not doing enough to secure those high-profile fights or promote his career in the way he deserved. Over time, these frustrations grew, turning what was once a promising partnership into a bitter feud. Mayweather has spoken about his relationship with Davis, describing the young fighter as impatient. According to Mayweather, Davis is always looking for his next challenge and loves being in the ring, but this approach might not be the best strategy for building a long-lasting career. Mayweather insists that being patient and making calculated moves is key to becoming a top fighter. He has also mentioned that finding suitable opponents for Davis is challenging because not many fighters are brave enough to face him. In Mayweather's view, rushing into too many fights could lead to burnout, which he hopes to help Davis avoid. Despite these concerns, the relationship between Davis and Mayweather has continued to deteriorate. What started as a disagreement over fight choices has now escalated into outright animosity. Recently, news broke that the two were seen at a hotel getting into a heated argument. Some reports suggest that it even got physical, with both men ready to settle their differences right there. It seems like the tension that has been building for months finally erupted into a confrontation. Prior to this hotel encounter, there had already been signs of trouble between the former mentor and his protege. Inside sources revealed that Mayweather had been mocking Davis for quite some time, criticizing him for choosing opponents who posed little threat. This reportedly struck a nerve with Davis, who has always prided himself on his fighting prowess. Although Davis took a considerable risk when he fought and defeated Ryan Garcia in spectacular fashion, some fans have noticed a pattern emerging in his career choices. Despite his win over Garcia, it appears that he might be falling back into the habit of selecting easier opponents. Recently, reports surfaced that Davis is eyeing a fight with Lamont Roach Jr. While Roach is a respectable boxer, he does not have the star power or record that would make this bout particularly exciting. Fans have been vocal about their desire to see Davis face higher caliber opponents, especially after his stunning performance against Garcia. Many believe that by choosing Roach, Davis is missing an opportunity to solidify his standing as one of the best in his division. The boxing world is waiting to see if this match will actually happen, or if Davis will opt for a more challenging opponent. The strained relationship between Davis and Mayweather dates back to earlier this year. A few weeks after Davis's fight with Frank Martin, the two nearly came to blows outside a nightclub in Las Vegas. The heated moment caught the attention of fans and media, with many speculating that their feud might eventually lead to a fight inside the ring. However, for now, it seems that a match between Davis and Mayweather is off the table. Fans will have to wait and see if this long-anticipated showdown ever becomes a reality. When it comes to choosing his opponents, Davis has a different perspective. According to him, it's not really about who he fights, but rather the paycheck he earns. This focus on money might surprise some, but for Davis, stepping into the ring is more about securing his financial future than chasing glory. He believes that as long as a fighter has the courage to trade punches with him, they deserve a shot, regardless of their fame or skill level. This approach mirrors that of his former mentor, Mayweather, who is known for his business savvy in the boxing world. Davis has made it clear that he is prioritizing compensation over competition. Now it's not about who I'm fighting, it's all about the money. Anyone can step up and challenge me as long as they've got the guts to trade blows with me in the ring. For me, what matters most is the compensation I'm getting from the fight. At the end of the day, it's business, Davis said. This mindset has drawn criticism from fans and boxing experts alike, who argue that Davis should be focusing on cementing his legacy by fighting the best in the sport. The tension between Davis and Mayweather has only been fueled by Davis's public jabs at his former mentor. He often mocks Mayweather for boasting about his undefeated record, arguing that it doesn't hold as much weight as Mayweather claims. According to Davis, Mayweather retired early to avoid facing potentially dangerous opponents who could have ended his perfect record. Mayweather loves to flaunt the fact that he's undefeated, but that record doesn't mean anything to me. He made sure to retire early, so he wouldn't have to face a worthy opponent who could beat him. It's easy to stay undefeated when you step away before the real challenges come knocking, Davis remarked. Despite these barbs, Mayweather appears unfazed, at least on the surface. Instead of responding directly to Davis's comments, he's been busy flaunting his latest luxury acquisitions, including a powerful 700-horsepower Mercedes and a sizable stack of cash. Mayweather's new addition to his collection, the stunning Mercedes Jeep R700 Tiffany Edition, is the epitome of power and elegance. With an 8-cylinder engine, it can deliver an astounding 571 horsepower and 960 newton-meters of torque. This vehicle, weighing over 2 tons, can reach a top speed of 240 kilometers per hour and accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.9 seconds. The car's performance is nothing short of extraordinary, showcasing Mayweather's love for opulence. Mayweather's penchant for showmanship doesn't stop with luxury cars. Recently, he took to social media to flaunt his wealth by displaying a massive stack of $100 bills inside his car. His fans, always curious about his lifestyle, were quick to measure the stack's worth. Based on the thickness of new bills, it was estimated that every centimeter of the stack contained $10,000. This public display of wealth might be a way for Mayweather to assert dominance in the face of Davis's provocations. While he appears calm and in control on the outside, it's possible that Davis's remarks have struck a chord deep down. Mayweather's approach seems to be focused on projecting an image of success and power. Yet some observers wonder if there might be more beneath his confident exterior. Even champions have moments of vulnerability, and the ongoing feud with Davis could be one of those moments for Mayweather. By showcasing his wealth and possessions, he might be attempting to shift the narrative away from the tensions brewing between him and his former protege. Meanwhile, Davis continues to defend his approach to choosing opponents. For him, it's about maximizing his earnings rather than seeking out the most challenging fights. Some critics argue that this mindset is damaging his legacy and reputation. By potentially fighting Lamont Roach Jr., a fighter with a less impressive record, Davis risks being seen as someone who shies away from true competition. Fans want to see him take on the best of the best, not settle for opponents who don't push him to his limits. Davis has also taken every opportunity to question Mayweather's career decisions. He claims that Mayweather deliberately avoided facing tougher opponents toward the end of his career to protect his undefeated status. This accusation has stirred up debates among boxing enthusiasts, with some agreeing that Mayweather's fight choices were strategic, while others believe he fought the best when it mattered. Either way, Davis's remarks suggest a deeper frustration with how his own